Hello, YouTube. Alright, so I just heard myself. It is very delayed on YouTube.
Alright, sorry. I was muted. I... You guys can ask in questions. It is very delayed, I am aware. I'm sorry, we're having a bit of trouble with mics here. So, any of you who are on YouTube, please tell me if you can hear me. If you can't, that's understandable. We're having a bit of trouble. And if you're on Discord and can't, I believe you guys can already hear me.
Yeah.
We're
It's our first live stream.
Yeah.
If you can believe
do
it.
have Horizon's mic going through. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the first question that went through. Is the music okay real quick? Just make sure it's not overlapping. We're setting up audio. It's just a bit janky. I also don't know the quality of the mics. So, am I too quiet? I'm just wondering, because the audio sounds odd for me. But whatever. Okay, we're gonna continue on as long as the audio is good. And I'm going to start with the first question. What is the next phase of the project? We're currently a little over halfway with the film. So we are going to get about, let me pull out the next phase. Our next objective is to get three-fourths through it, which is about 32,000 frames, roughly, and our final objective, which we're just a second away from the end of animation, and then we'll tell you when we are finished with animation. We'll probably do a video on it or something. Our last objective for animation is hitting 43,000 roughly. of frames. We're still a little bit running behind, but we're hopefully gonna be done with animation soon, which will speed up the process a lot. I hope that answered that question. Let's see, next release. I hope you're talking videos when you ask will we see the next release. I when is what I'm thinking you're asking, because it's a bit of an odd question. I'm not sure. This coming week we'll probably have a sound piece come out, just because it's easy to do. We already have the album done, basically. But we'll probably have a short or something come out, too, this week. So I don't know when exactly. It should be Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And then same person asks the same question. Not same question. Another question. How many phases do you think will be in this project? Well, we gotta finish the animation, gotta edit, gotta make a trailer, and premiere. We'll probably have a phase in between that for testing, beta testing, with a few of our beta testers. But I think that will be about it. That's about 6 or 7 at maximum phases left. The music was another question. We used AI because it's not an original project, since it's not our franchise, because we just have more things to deal with than the soundtrack, so we're just taking as many shortcuts as we can without downgrading the quality of everything else. Just since there's so few of us. There are some soundtracks that we've done originally. Soundtrack pieces is what I mean by that. And then next question. I know I'm a bit behind on any new questions that may possibly be coming in. I'm not keeping up. Horizon, you just tell me if we are.
Alright.
Next question from Lumu, I believe, or Lu M. What color coded said about it? Yeah, takes 5 letters to get E and 4 letters. So no, that's not true. No, it's not true. It's a crazy speculation. It is. It truly is. And it's not what E9 stands for. If you really want to go deep dive, you can figure out by going to our Discord server. Next question. Well, we get a sneak peek. We try to give out whatever we can without giving out too much. We post more than we share videos. So if you want to keep up, we give out more posts than we do videos on YouTube. But if you really want to be updated more drastically, you can join our Discord server, which we have a great community here, and slowly gathering more members. So are you the founder of E9? I am the founder of E9. I Swallow, I do not know what you mean by that. If Horizon, I don't know if you know what he means by that. No. Yeah. All right. Another question from Caleb. How did you put the team together? Well, we started in a. You can find a little more details. Uh, in our description, we we started on Scratch as a um, a group, as they call it, or whatever, and it kind of grew from there, and we became a real, industry studio. I'm taking it a lot more serious, and I got people like Horizon in my team, which that's serious I can get. So we started from the website Scratch, and that's how we started, and we've grown to YouTube and Discord. Of the main games, or main melon. So it's about 30 minutes at the maximum. So it was originally an hour long, and we had to cut corners and things just because of productivity, and so we're hoping to get to about 30 minutes, and an amazing film this will be.
Postal Plush, I can confirm. I'm a good employee.
How long does a phase typically take you? It depends on the phase. Some have taken us 2 months. We're hopefully going to be done with the film. I'm not saying this is the come out time, but the beginning of 26. That's the big hopeful for it. And Lou M asked another question, and it's about the voice actors. So we have what? I'm trying to think. Let me count. We have a few. We have quite a few. Main voice actors. I'm gonna go by gamer tags because none of them want to share real names. So that's just gonna be how it is. But majority of users were from Scratch, and one was A31 Spartan. He was my side man when we started E9. He's gone off in a different direction now, but he still voices one of the main characters. Color Coded voices another main character. Kai voices Cortana in the film. And Nier from Discord. He's also an employee of E9 currently, and our creative director. He voices another character, and I do voice a character. I didn't want to, but I had to for certain reasons. But I do voice a character. Is Horizon a good employee? I can't say he is. Nah, he's a great employee. He's amazing. I wouldn't have him on the team if he wasn't. So, is there a way to try out to be a voice actor? There was. We no longer have auditions out. I am very sorry. You could, and we would do it differently now. But when we were looking for voice actors, we were just looking for them on the Scratch website. So there is no way of becoming a voice actor for this film. So I'm sorry about that. That's not open anymore. Will you make merch? There has been a lot of speculation for that with us here, and Horizon would confirm that also. We've also talked about merch a bit for things. Though, due to us not having another franchise, really we can't sell merch for Project Reclaimer. Just legally can't do that by rights and things like that. So no, we cannot sell merch.
Since it's Halo,
Yeah.
We're getting away with it because it's a fan film and we're not making any money from it.
Will we make more after this movie? Yes, we will. We 100% will. No doubt about it. we will be making more things after this. If this film does good, we'll actually continue it as a saga, which is another thing. But really can't tell you what we're working on for many reasons. But we do have more things ready to come out. Did I miss any more questions in the Discord? I don't think so. Yes, we will. 100%, Caleb. We will be branching out into other media like games. That is the plan. We will be branching out into games. Meet up with your friends. I assume you mean like an online gaming session or something. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. That's a possibility. Do I like cheese, or just us in general? Because I do speak a little bit on behalf of E9 here. And Horizon, would you? Horizon, do you like cheese?
Alright, so I might be a little shamed here, but I don't really like cheese unless it's pizza or tacos. I don't like plain cheese on like anything.
I wouldn't say I hate cheese. Favorite kind of cheese. What would you say is your favorite Horizon?
That's hard actually.
Yeah, it is
Probably
a hard
American.
one. Colby Jack, I would say for me. Do you plan on making an original game and selling it commercially? Possibly. It has definitely been thought over.
I like money, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we have plans for that. Actually, we have been talking to a studio about it. So. Horizon is the VFX artist. He likes to do a lot of atmosphere stuff, right?
Yes, I like background stuff, I guess, like snow. I'm not saying any snow is in this film, but snow is an example.
Which is a great thing. You should have told me that earlier, Horizon. Snow will be a very important thing to have at one point. I want to also announce here that we have a cameo for the film, a YouTube cameo. So there's that. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but we're kind of keeping that on a down low. Who? Am I echoing? Okay. How am I echoing? What now?
The live stream, it sounds like you have it open,
I do.
and it's echoing.
Okay. I muted it. Is that now?
Alright.
I don't think I'm echoing anymore now, but if I am, just tell me. I'll try to figure out some more. What's in the description? What? Real time. The Discord server. is.
Pretty sure he was talking about my channel. And yes, I do. I code a lot.
Yes, Horizon is linked in the description below. If you want to check out him, he's got that and your gaming channel too, which I didn't link, but I can link if you want me to in the description. Our Discord server is also in the description, so if you're not a part of the Discord server and not a part of that, I suggest you guys join because we've got a great community down there, and you guys get more exclusive content on Discord, and you can join for free. There's no payment there, so free exclusive stuff. I think my live chat is a little low down. Yeah, we could do that. What is it? Postal plush? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, I mean, you can do that. I think I'm going, for this upcoming Tuesday one, if you want to do that one's very, important soundtrack piece to me, because it just hits, it doesn't hit the feel, it's just not like moody enough, but the beat to it's really nice, and I really like it. So we'll share that one. And if you could do that one, if you want to do that, we'll definitely premiere that into the film. Yeah, where can we play your games, Horizon? Do you have any out currently?
No. At least any that I would want people to play. Oh my gosh. It's been a journey. I will say that. But I have a game coming. It's coming. Gonna be a while, but it's coming.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you've been working on what? Ragdoll game? Some type of ragdoll game, right?
It's like a military simulator with what I'm trying to have is very advanced AI and the most realistic I can get it without it looking too violent.
Yeah. You got those John videos you like to send out of your guy learning stuff, right? And honestly, every time he sends a new one out, I'm like, that is ingenious in how he's doing it. So you guys gotta go check out his YouTube. Will my movie be in the theaters? Probably not. Probably will not be in the theaters, for just because it won't be.
You know what? I'm gonna look at that up. I'm gonna see if we can rent out a theater.
Yeah. It probably won't, since it's Halo. We could possibly do, like Horizon said about renting at a theater. That's possible. We're not probably gonna do it. And Caleb asked, is it a first person, third person, or a strategy game? Horizon.
Oh, imagine Tabs, but modern day military and way more realistic.
And for any of you who don't know what Tabs is, it's totally accurate battle simulator. It is a interesting game. If you have the hardware to run it, it's really good. If you don't, you're gonna freaking crash your hardware. So
yeah, I would suggest not trying to create a character. You would probably explode.
It's a great thing, a great live stream. So that's why it's in your recommendations. Yes, I feel like we're premiering your game more than the film.
Yeah, we're getting off track a little bit.
No, but you gotta go check out Horizon 2 also. But But the film is planned to come out early 26. That is the plan. That does not mean that we'll, just because production's low and we have very low manpower and just how it is. What are the main characters' names? Now, if you've been with us for a while, you already know the names, and if you're on our Discord, you can also check through the updates, and they even share their first names and their last names, but by their nicknames and what they mainly go by. I'm echoing again. Okay, I don't have another tab up. I don't know what I'd be echoing by, but give me one sec. I'm gonna figure this out. Am I just too loud? Is it?
It was me. I had it open on 2 tabs.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so answering your questions about the names, the main characters, of course, you guys know Master Chief and Cortana. They're Halo. They are Halo. They're in there, but characters we're trying to push are a few ODSTs at the moment. Shock, Shark, and Doc and Michael. Now, these are just their nicknames and not their real names. If you want to figure out their real names, you can find it on an early YouTube post, or if you want to go deeper, you can go to our Discord server and find them there too. Will your movies be on DVDs? There's been talk about it, but maybe not as a item. Obviously, we can't sell the DVDs, but there has been a bit of talk about it being
Probably none of this is confirmed, but probably like a giveaway.
Yeah.
With a raffle.
Talked about things like that. Instead of selling them, having them as like a raffle, like he was talking about. Are you hiring now? Founder asked. No, we are not hiring at the moment. Unless you have something big to bring to the table. If you're a 3D modeler, I'm very considering trying to find someone that can 3D model very well. I'm assuming Lou M is trying to ask if we will have a poster, and if we do have a poster, but for the public we do not. So that might also be a giveaway, like Horizon was talking about with raffles and stuff. So we have had a lot of product ideas for giveaways like that. Any more questions? Alright, well, it got awfully quiet real quick. So that's fine. So we're planning on being done with animation in December so that we can get to editing. Now, that just doesn't mean anything, especially since we have had a few things going on within E9. And there's that. And yes, we love our... I'm okay with M&Ms. I like M&Ms. Oh, as voice actors, not for this film. I've already answered a question similar to this earlier. But we've already got all of our voice actors for the film. As far as we know, I don't think we are writing in any new characters whatsoever. How did we get into Halo? Horizon, would you like to share yours first? Because yours is probably shorter than mine.
Yeah. So I was on vacation, and I decided while I was on vacation that I wanted to code a game. And there's not really any way to code a game while on vacation on a laptop. So I downloaded Scratch just to make a few weird games. And I ended up finding a group on Scratch that were huge fans of Halo. So they got me into Halo, and like 6 months later, I have all of the Halo games.
Yeah, you know what? Mine's probably shorter. um, I had a friend who played Halo, and he got me hooked on it. And then he doesn't play Halo anymore, but I still love it. It is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, franchise out there. Just deep in lore, and I've read the books and all that stuff, and I'm not all of them, but I'm churning through them as much as possible. They are great, the greatest franchise in my opinion, just so deep with lore. And it kind of shot down to the ground, I will admit, when 343 took over, which is the whole point of this film, is trying to replace that. Another, another question will be, will you be making something that's not Halo? That is actually the whole plan for Enoch, is we aren't a Halo YouTuber. Or like we are our own thing. We are not here to make Halo content. This is just what we're starting with. Because if we make mistakes, it's not our franchise. Which we're not planning on making mistakes, but it's possible. No clue what you're saying there, man games. Sorry, I'm not following along with that. You could be the voice of a bat or something. Lol. That would be cool. I don't really know what you mean by a bat. Or anything like editing shouldn't take very long. It shouldn't actually take very long. A month at the very most. If it really gets really deep, 2 months. But that's why I want to be done in December, so we have just got at the very most till April. But or not even April, but just that. Really hoping to be done early 26. That doesn't mean it will be. It's just because animation takes forever to do, and along with a few mistakes I personally made with filing, it's going to be a little bit longer than usual.
Oh gosh, yeah, the filing, bro. Oh my gosh.
I don't really want to say. So I made a big mistake. I'm too embarrassed to even say it on Q&A. Will we making videos of you playing games, or you guys? Maybe. I don't think so, but it's possible. I just had a few filing issues there, but no, I don't think. Back on the note of the video games, I don't think we're doing video games. But it's possible we can, and I don't mean we're not making videos. I don't think we'll record us playing video games, but it's possible. I'm not taking anything out of account that it could be possible. Not 100%. So do you know what you'll be making after this? Not exactly. We have a few projects. I just don't know which one will focus on the most. or maybe we can focus on multiple at the same time, just because of where we sit in certain parts of the projects. Um, that's the possibility, but I have a generally idea where we're gonna do what we're gonna do after this film. Are you having fun making this film? It's stressful. It is. But yes, I would say I'm having fun making this film. I don't know about Horizon. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, I just don't have a lot for him to do at the moment. I hope he's having fun.
I am.
No, but we had a few filing issues. Everything's still set. We can still make the film. Nothing's wrong with that. Just takes up a little more time. But other than that, we'll hopefully have the film out early 26. Hopefully. That's the key word there. Any more questions? What do you like and dislike about making this movie? Starting with like, I really enjoyed the community. There's just so much fun to be around because it's such a great community. And just, being able to share and work on something that I want to work on. It's a great thing. Just getting that out there, being able to make whatever I want. Horizon, you got any likes about it?
I love seeing how big the community is growing, just day by day. It's getting so much bigger.
Yeah, we got that drastic increase when those two shorts came out. It was, really nice to see that. But dislikes, it's stressful for one. I already said this before, and it's just it's a lot to do for 3 people. Horizon. Dislikes. We're open to anything. It's a lot to do, but we're churning through what we can. That's a great thing, Deck. Yeah, Halo, such a great community. It's just sad where the studios are going, Yeah, Watermelon Man. Yeah, you're correct. Join the Discord server to use the M&M emojis. Yeah, we have custom emojis of M&Ms because, I don't know. It started that way with the M&Ms as a banner, and then people kind of took it in. I don't know. It was originally, we were gonna take it down, make more of a custom banner, but people fought for it, so we kept it. How long is this movie gonna be? Do you know? I've already answered about the runtime for this, but I'll answer it again since we're running a little low on questions. 30 minutes is the maximum we're thinking. It was originally an hour, but we had, due to just things, we had to cut time in, which honestly is a good thing because I don't know how we would have really filled up an hour of story. It just wasn't gonna fit. But yeah, Horizon made an emoji. It's a poop skull. You guys can also use that in the Discord server. So if you want to join our Discord server, you can do that in the description. We have the link there. Open and free for anyone to come in. There are rules, guidelines you have to stick by, though. So be careful what you say, and we do take our guidelines very seriously. You're welcome. Yes, and the Master Chief Boogie emoji. That was a mistake in animation that it came out. That wasn't on purpose, but I thought it was pretty funny, so I kind of screenshotted it and got it into as an emoji. So there's the Master Chief Boogie. Very welcome, Guggy. If you guys have any more questions, I'm more than willing to answer. And if not, then it's understandable. We can end stream if that's what's needed. How personal is this project for you? You know, it's personal, but not like personal. I mean, if it goes, that's a lot of time that I've taken to build it, but I don't really see all the time I've taken to build it as time to build it, but more time as I see it as time of experience. So if it goes, I'm not losing the experience, I'm losing just what that was. So, you know, if it goes, it goes. I have all this experience. That's all that. And I think same goes with Horizon. Experience is just more important than outcomes, I think.
Yeah, my friends keep saying, "Why can't you ever finish a project?" And it's because I keep finding stuff that just mess it all up, but I never make those mistakes again, and that is very important.
Mm-hmm. Will you have voice acting bloopers? No, we will not, actually, because we didn't have any bloopers come in when voice acting. Though that is only speaking for the first half of voice acting of the film. We still haven't recorded the second half of the film. But no, we don't have any bloopers, I don't think. So, how long have you been making it? About a year now.
Too long. Too long.
It feels too long. It feels so much longer. But I would say December of 24 is when we kind of started. Yeah, but Horizon wasn't really on until, I don't know, what, like halfway through? Maybe before?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit before that? When you were officially on, at least.
Yeah, I could probably find a comment with a date. Hold on.
Listening bloopers would be cool. Yes, I know the bloopers would be cool, but no bloopers came in, and that's just how it is. We kind of just send out auditions, they record, they send their lines in. We don't have an in-studio recording session or anything like that, so it's all just, send in the clips. They're probably not going to send in bloopers.
It was already 7 months ago.
So yeah, so it was about halfway when you joined in. We make live action remake. No, we will not be making a live action remake. I'm sorry, but that's just not in our budget, nor could we do that. Tell the voice actors to mess up on purpose for content. That's quite funny. Okay, maybe we will for the second half. How did you come up with this story? That dates way back. I was writing a Halo book and it was to fit into the current Halo story with Halo Infinite. And that was before I got like real into Halo, but I was still liked Halo, so I wanted to write a book about it. And I wrote like the first chapter, and then I stopped writing. And when we came to the thing that we're gonna make a Halo film, but it's not gonna be during the current Halo story, it's gonna replace the current Halo story, I was like, that's a lot of work to start writing a new story. And so I took the universe, the writing of that book, and put it into our story, kind of because it fit out into different sections and the different storylines of those characters, and they were different. They were planned to be films also. Yes, it started out as a fanfic, and I had other books planned to go with that story too, and I kind of took from the prequel of the current one I was working on, and I took those characters and I took a bit of their story, I put them together. I got my creative director Nier from Discord here. He's our third employee. He's just not here because he's busy. And we talked, and he helped create backstories for them a bit more. But yeah, it started as a fanfic, but it wasn't planned for this in particular. And that whole universe is what we have planned basically for the rest of the saga, if the saga continues. Generally, with of course a lot of editing to it, since we're making it a rewrite of the universe or franchise, whatever you want to say. Will we see your book? Maybe an edited version of the chapter, only because it was written when I was much younger and I did not know how to write. Maybe we will. Do you particularly like sci-fi? Yes, I personally do. I can't speak for Horizon or anything. Sci-fi, absolutely. That's exactly where I lead most of my things into.
Yeah, I hate nonfiction, honestly.
Yeah, I can't. I can write nonfictions, but I don't want to write nonfictions. It's not as fun as writing a fiction. Or yeah, fictions are better because you can create your own universe in that way, really. And you can do that with nonfictions, but you don't have as much freedom. And freedom is everything to writing. Alright, if there's any more questions. So the bloopers you guys keep talking about a bit, that I don't know if I just don't know if we'll do bloopers. It's just not as simple to doing that, sadly. Why make something realistic when you could have cool dragons? Yeah, I agree. Very true. Cool dragons is exactly where you need to go with things. Yeah, for graphics, I say the graphics are really nice. I know none of you asked about the graphics, but we were talking about realistic, and graphics are pretty good. The animation is not as great, in my opinion, but the film, I hope, story-wise, will fill in enough of that to, make up for it. Use sketches for the characters you made. If you do, maybe we see them. Like for you.
I mean, they're just ODSTs.
That's another thing. Most of the models we didn't make. We got from other creators, and they will be all credited. I have them all listed, and I'm listing more if we do grab more models from other people. But the great Halo community makes amazing models, strips models from games, does all kinds of things, and they give them out for free. So they're amazing. They'll all be credited in the credits. I did make a few models, but mainly they're just props. We don't really have pictures for the characters. They were just ODSTs, and like Horizon said, and it's Cortana and Master Chief, you know. And what are you using to animate? Blender and DaVinci Resolve are the two softwares we use for this. I use Krita for some texturing things. It's great. They're all free, so if you're wanting to get into things like this, those are great. Those are great things to use. Will we have art at the end of the movie? I wouldn't say we have it at the end of the movie, just because I want it to, be like a real movie. We have credits, maybe an end credits scene, and end of the movie. We definitely have a video honoring all the art, probably, no doubt about it. Does it mean anything? Does the rocket in your logo mean anything? Nothing in particular, besides the fact that we kind of just want to stay as a, I don't know, family friendly without being 100, like, not family friendly, but we are playful in a way, kind of. We're not, something I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just to keep it as a welcoming thing. So that's entertaining, yeah. Just as Deck said. That's kind of, it's an entertaining thing. Characters that were generally made by me and inspired by others, and besides the name for one character, Shark, and and a little bit of the shark teeth, that was created by somebody else who gave me that as a little base, and I kind of built from there. Michael and Doc are both their names are actually inspired by two Halo inside things. Michael was the name of one of the compositors to the Halo soundtrack, and Doc is a reference to the Machinima Red vs. Blue TV series. Fan art. You can send that into Discord, and we also have open entries allowed on the website Scratch. It's a little more difficult if you don't have an account on Scratch to do that, but if it's a lot simpler to do on Discord. But if you want to do it either way is fine. Yes, as in Purple Doc from Red vs. Blue. You are correct. The name was inspired by that character. And there are, I believe, I put in a few references to. Yes, you are correct, Deck. Doc and Michael. Yes. So both their character names were inspired by those two, Halo things. There are a few references to Red vs. Blue, I believe, just lightly in the film. you know, to a few things, but it's very light. And there was a scene that really dedicated to Red versus Blue, but we had to cut it out very sadly due to some just problems with the scene. Yeah, I don't think we have a ton of Red versus Blue things. And who created Shark and Shark Teeth idea? The voice actor color coded on the voice actor inspired that and created that, you know. So she's you can find her on Discord. I mean, she's just sitting here in our Discord server, really. Yes, that was actually a reference line that was used for the character when auditions came out for Doc. That was actually the line that the auditions were asking for. It was one of the lines. I didn't think the name would stick because it's a total reference to Red versus Blue, and when he said that, and that scene was an actual scene in the film, but we had to cut that scene. So sadly, but yeah, there are references to a few things in the you know, we really wanted to thank the community. There's just so much of the Halo community and the amazing things they've made to what we have from Bungie and Red vs. Blue. It is sad that where we're going with it. I wouldn't say it's like exceedingly sad, but from just different standpoints, the franchise isn't what definitely, I think everyone would agree the franchise isn't what it used to be. And in my opinion, that's just sad. But that's the whole point of the film. Anything to add, Horizon? If not, then I think we've...
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's good. All right. Well, thank you guys for asking questions, and I hope this was a good Q&A. If not, then maybe we'll have to do another. Yes, agreed. But yeah, that's it for the live stream. Thank you guys for tuning